You're welcome. Also, I'm just bragging. It means I watch a lot of PBS. Here's a little bit about me. I live with a guy that I'm not having sex with. Mostly because he's gay, but also because I don't find him attractive. I think it's important to have two reasons why you're doing something. People don't like that in DC, though. They do not like that. Like, just the other day, a car swerved to hit us on the sidewalk, and the guy leaned out of the car to scream, "Fuck you, you ugly cunt, your gay-ass boyfriend." And I was like, "Hey, man, that's a real apt description of what this is." Thank you for seeing me. See how, like, everybody's a beach body? I'm like a river body. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sturdy. I'm surviving a 6-hour hike with a rucksack. I have the body of a cockroach that I'm like surviving the apocalypse, even though I don't want to. It's like after the apocalypse, we're gonna need leaders and problem solvers. And if you're letting a light bright tell you we can cross the street, that's some follower energy that we don't need anymore. Got one of those watches? Tells you where your heartbeat is? Because you can't feel your heartbeat inside of your own body? I do not want you on my team, okay? All that money you're spending at Whole Foods, you know what that's telling me? You don't know how to cut fruit. You got a lot of ego for somebody who's taking apple cider vinegar enemas to cure your depression. Can I ask what adult first talked to you about sex? In a non-priest situation. I'm covering my bases. We're not ready for that. That's heavy. Like your mom, or did you talk about it in class, or do you remember? Did you walk in blind? A teacher? I was also taught public school sex education. I don't recommend it for the people in the back who did learn from their priest. Because the thing is like, I was taught abstinence only, which doesn't work. Because after a 2-week program, I thought abstinence came in a pill. They handed out a purity pledge, and I thought it was a prescription. Because I was a genius, but you already knew that. They didn't need to worry, right? Like, we were 12, like, the amount of sex we're having was just hand jobs. Do you guys remember when hand jobs were, like, the wildest, kinkiest, craziest shit of all time, right? They were insane. There was, like, one girl in charge of handing out everyone's first hand job. She was in band. She probably played the clarinet with the pussy. Right? We're remembering someone? I want you to go home and I want you to apologize to her. I want you to apologize. Here's the thing. You all treat her like a slut. She wasn't. She was a queen. Because she was doing the work. The work the rest of you weren't doing. So here's the thing. We didn't have the internet when I was growing up. We couldn't look things up. We didn't know about spit. She was out there every day, taking one for the tea, just like stirring. And like ping pong. And like a squid motion if you got an AP Bio girl and she kind of knew it was up. And they just like fell out of fashion when she circled back around to the first guy and asked if he wanted a second one, and he was like, "I'm good. I'm gonna go to Steve. You don't know what you're doing." Because at the end of the day, like, hand jobs are sort of like the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish of sex acts, in that mostly Catholics were ordering them. I just got back from Idaho. I watched a lot of holiday movies because I don't enjoy my family. And the weirdest one we watch every year is Santa Claus, which is that movie starring Tim Allen, in which Tim Allen, not a woo moment here. He's a cocaine dealer. First of several felons that Disney hired. But the plot of the movie, if you haven't seen it recently, is Tim Allen murders Santa Claus and then takes his job. It's the basic plot of the movie. And it's a terrifying world that these people have to live in, because it means that, like, Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK and then became president. Courtney Love is now the lead singer of Nirvana. And the only person coming out on top is Jeffrey Dahmer. Because no matter how you slice it, he's a slightly hungry gay boy at a club. But the weirdest part of the movie, and this is where we lose everyone, is that the stepdad is like obsessed with the child not believing in Santa Claus. And I think that's so weird, because I think you should be allowed to believe in Santa Claus until you start masturbating. Because think about it, right? It's late, you're holding a sock, you're getting excited waiting for a man to come. But when that moment becomes just Tim Allen, then we gotta be done. It's been an interesting start to 2020. I started the year with a girl accusing me of stealing her boyfriend, which has never happened before. Usually because the guys who are interested in me are the kind of guys who grow up to call their wife mother. So that's what I'm bringing into 2020. My name is Caitlin McDevitt. You are all wonderful.
You think